If you're a medical sales rep and you're feeling like you can't wait for things to go back to normal, I'm going to share some important information with you on this video. Hi, I'm May Saroff. Welcome to the Medical Sales Channel. And since the coronavirus pandemic started, so many people in all walks of life are sitting around saying, "This sucks. I just want things to go back to normal." And you're probably feeling this way because since it started, your job, the way you did it, is not normal. In fact, it is likely that so many things have changed. So the first question you're asking is, when will things go back to normal? And here's the answer: never. Things will never go back to normal. Yes, they have changed pretty much permanently. And that's okay. That's okay if you understand why things have changed and why they can't go back to normal. The coronavirus pandemic has impacted the way, first of all, healthcare professionals look at their practice, look at the way they deliver care to their patients. But also, it has also changed, and we haven't really felt these changes yet, but it has changed the economics of healthcare because this has taken a huge impact on the economies of healthcare in the United States and globally. So a lot of things are never going to go back to the way they were. And this impacts you as a salesperson because your goal, all you want to do is you want to get out there, you want to engage your accounts and customers and sell your products. But the challenge is there's all kinds of reasons why they're not meeting with you right now, not buying, and let's face it, things just feel a lot different and many reps don't know what to do. So I could sum up what medical reps need to do in one word: change. Just like your world has changed, you need to change the way you approach your world. In other words, the way you approach your territory, the customers in your territory, in fact, your whole job, your whole environment. You see, with these changes that have happened in healthcare, it brings a ton of opportunity. Now that might sound cliche. In fact, one of my favorite quotes during this whole coronavirus pandemic has been, "A crisis is a terrible thing to waste." What that means is that during times of crisis, there are opportunities for you to help your customers like never before. So one of the first changes I'm going to suggest that you make is I want you to change the way you think about the sale. In the past, most medical reps have looked at the sale as, I need to get in front of my customer and talk about my product. That won't work anymore. If you try to get in front of a busy healthcare professional to talk about your product, guess what's going to happen? Boom, they're going to turn you off. You're gone. Why? Because they don't care about your product. They really don't. They care about the things in their world, not in your world. Your product is in your world. So instead of talking about your world, the change you have to make is your ability to understand their world and to discuss it with them in a way that is irresistible. They have challenges, issues, and problems that they haven't faced before. And anyone who can suggest ways to just nibble away at how these changes have impacted their ability to provide care and to get their patients better, that is something that they oftentimes will want to discuss with you. But it has to be about them, not about you. So if in the past, your modus operandi, if I can use some Latin words, has been to focus on your product, stop. Things aren't going back to the way they were. So you can't go back to the way you used to sell. Start focusing on your customers, start focusing on their challenges, and opportunities will present themselves to you like never before. I promise you, because I'm seeing it all the time in the medical arena. And by the way, if business is off, or if you feel like you're struggling in the territory, especially since the pandemic began, I have some free webinar training for you that I promise you is going to help. The title of the webinar is How Medical Reps Can Use Video Sales Calls for More Access and More Sales with Doctors, Dentists, and Other Healthcare Professionals. Let's face it, a lot of your customers don't want you coming into the clinic or coming into the hospital right now. So yes, you can use video sales calls to engage them, but there is so much that people don't know and don't understand about the differences between video sales calls and live sales calls. And that's what I will share with you during this free webinar training. So many people who have gone through it have contacted me to say just the small changes I talked about have made huge differences. They're getting more appointments and selling more. So to register for that free webinar, go to medicalsalestraining.com/webinar. Again, medicalsalestraining.com/webinar. I hope to see you there, and I hope to see you on the next episode of the Medical Sales Guru podcast. Thanks for stopping by. Talk to you soon.